Deiveson Figueiredo is training at Khabib's gym in Abu Dhabi ahead of his fight against Chito Vera this weekend.
Anytime, this is your home, guys. You are welcome. Anytime. Good luck. Good luck this Saturday. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck, guys.
Muhammad Mokaev responds to the tremendous amount of backlash he is currently receiving online. To sum up why he's receiving backlash, first off, he sucker punched Manel Kape prior to their fight this past weekend at UFC 304. He asked Kape to take a photo with him and then punched him. The punch allegedly dropped Manel Kape.
In the hotel, so I told him, let's come take picture. And once he came, I dropped him.
So this was the last fight on Muhammad's contract, and although he defeated Manel Kape, Dana White and the UFC matchmakers are not interested in re-signing him to the promotion. There were rumors going around that he was negotiating with the PFL while still under contract with the UFC, and trying to use their offer as leverage, despite the PFL not even having a flyweight division.
But Makhachev is the guy that he'd want to bring back to the UFC because he said his contract is totally done now.
Yeah, he is. He's under contract. He's not under contract anymore.
Okay. But would you be interested in, keeping him around in the fall?
I think the PFL is going to get a great undefeated guy.
Really?
Good luck to him. Yeah.
Today, Muhammad reposted this. It says, Muhammad Mokaev's manager, Tim Simpson, tells me the rumor floating around that his UFC exit was brought on by negotiations with the PFL while still under contract are completely false. No truth to that whatsoever. Muhammad wrote, my dream is to become UFC champion. I turned them all down because UFC gave me the platform to put my name out there and earn money to feed my family. By the way, PFL don't have a flyweight division. All these journalists that make this shit up are idiots. I hope Dana re-signs me. This is my dream to become champion. He followed up with, this is the first time I punched outside the cage. It was more personal. He was the one who headbutted 5 days before the Perez fight when I went to shake his hand in Vegas. I understand. This is wrong what happened at the hotel, and I apologize to the UFC, but there's some nights that I didn't sleep because someone treated me like that. I never been cheap shot on the streets. I will never let anyone bully me, and I never bullied anyone. But whatever happened, it happened. I don't want to keep going about it, but I will take a big lesson from it. Ariel Helwani believes the UFC is not doing enough to promote Tom Aspinall.
The guy is a dream. He is a dream. He is a family man. He doesn't disrespect the company. He doesn't embarrass the company, all this stuff. And every time he talks about the heavyweight division, he goes on a rant about Jon Jones. At least this time he didn't go on a rant about Jon Jones. But it blows my mind that they're not really getting behind him in the ways that I think they should get behind him. They've got something very special, and he's the best heavyweight in the world. And I don't even think it's like a debate. I don't even think that's a hot take. I don't even think that's like a crazy statement. He is the best heavyweight in the world, in my opinion, and that interim belt is a hell of a lot more real than Jon's belt, if you ask me.
Islam Makhachev reveals that he has a partial ligament tear in his hand. He's unsure when he'll be able to return. Islam said, after the fight, my fist hurt a lot. A lot of things hurt. Will take time. Everything is healing little by little, but my hand continues to bother me. An MRI recently confirmed that I have a partial ligament tear. Let's see if I can recover. If not, I may even have to have surgery. On his return, he continued, well, it's questionable. We haven't talked about the fight yet. I am doing rehabilitation every day now and we'll see how the hand goes. I really want to perform before the end of the year. I plan to too. So far I haven't even thought about not performing, but I want to come in shape, prepared, so that nothing bothers me. Before the last fight, there were also a lot of minor injuries. Everything accumulated, and I want to give my body time to recover. Sean O'Malley called out Conor McGregor on his podcast. Sean says that he believes stylistically he can beat Conor in a fight.
I look at that, I'm like, okay, I'm realistic. I weigh 155, 160. Like, there's weight classes for a reason. I'm not going to chirp those guys. I will chirp Conor because I do believe I could beat Conor in a fight. And I'm not just saying that. I think stylistically, I could beat Conor in a fight. Not an easy fight, I'm not saying. But I wouldn't call out somebody if I didn't think I could beat him in a fight. I think I'd beat Conor in a fight.
I mean, that's why.
I'm tall. Conor's 5'7".
No, you are taller than him. You are tall. I've been around him. I've seen him too.
Like, he's thick, but he's short.
Yeah.
It's not even. I mean, like, I don't think I'll just boom put him on one shot out. It's when you get hit 3, boom, 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 and then you get hit with a little walk around for a little bit, a little T, a little boom, boom, hit, whoa, whoa. 5 rounds, 25 minutes. He's not very. I mean.
And you're in and out. You're here. You're left. You're right.
Talk. Let's do it.
Here was Paddy Pimblett's live reaction to Belal Muhammad defeating Leon Edwards.
Are you down, Mr.
Most boring champion ever.
Kamaru Usman says he'd like to see Leon Edwards move up to middleweight because he thinks he may have some success there. Henry Cejudo, on the other hand, disagrees and thinks the middleweights will have too much power for him.
You know, congratulations to Belal Muhammad. I'm anxious to see how Leon Edwards is going to regroup and going to get back, if he does get back. I know he was talking about moving up before this. I mean, he's a guy that I would like to see move up to middleweight. What do you think? I would like to see him move up to middleweight because if he can put the size on, because his style is. I would like to see him move up to middleweight because there's not a lot of middleweights that are grappling like a guy like myself and Belal and some of these guys could grapple. So I wouldn't mind seeing him at middleweight.
Yeah, but no, not really. I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's too much power at middleweight. Remember, that's 15 pounds, Kamaru. That's 15 pounds of.
I agree with you.
You know, you got Israel Adid, Sanya. You got Strickland. You got Robert Whittaker. You got Mr. Secret Juice, Paulo Bohashini. I mean, the power up there. It is different. That's why it's special for guys.
But it will be a fun fight.
No, the reality is that's why it's special for. That's why it's special for somebody to become a 2-division champ. And to me, that's pound for pound. But I just don't think Leon's at that. I don't think he's at that leverage, and particularly because he still has those bad habits. He allows people to put the legs in. He stays too close against the cage. Like guys at that division, they bring a lot more power to. So I personally think he should move down. But anyhow, where does that? The other thing too is like, where does that also leave a guy like Islam Makhachev against a guy like Belal Muhammad? Apparently they're friends, but I know that one of Islam's biggest dreams is to become a 2-division champ.
Colby Covington claims he recently ran into Dustin Poirier at a steakhouse. In an interview with Submission Radio, Colby said, "Yeah, that's funny you say that. I crossed paths with him about 3 months ago at NYY Steakhouse, Coconut Creek Casino, which is the same city he trains at, the gym. He came by the steakhouse and I looked at him eye to eye and I said, 'What's up, bitch? It's on site? Say something. Do something.' He just walked out of the restaurant because he knows you can talk big to the media, you can talk big in front of a camera, but when you're in front of someone's face and you feel their energy, you know what they're capable of, that's when it's a different story. Now you can't run your mouth. Now you can't do anything. If he wanted to do something, he could have done something. I stood up and looked at him right in the eyes, and he walked right out of the restaurant like a good little bitch." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Glitch in the Matrix 9306. It's in reference to Kamaru Usman calling out Belal Muhammad. It says, "LOL, Kamaru Usman vocal suddenly." The second one's in reference to Alexander Volkanovski claiming there was a brawl at the Fighter Hotel after UFC 304. It says, "Obviously the brawl was between Wonderboy and Chase Hooper." And the final one says, "LOL, Usman wants a title shot. Need a win, my guy." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.